Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Aligned and Activated podcast with Amrita and Leela. So, I just wanted to start this podcast straight into the point where this idea came from. So, I posted a story, I think around 2, 3 weeks back,
Yeah,
where I was talking about me running my business with progress and presence. So, that's the whole conversation is about.
yeah,
We both felt like it's one of the topic that definitely wanted to touch upon, and then everyone has to understand what is progress, what is presence, and then how it can be combined.
yeah, totally. And like adding up on that, Leela, in that story, I still remember you had mentioned like things to do business wise
Yeah,
and things to do family wise with Meda.
right. Yeah.
And then you had mentioned that, progress with presence.
Okay.
And
Yes.
it sounded like a poetry.
Yeah,
And I hope this podcast also sounds like a beautiful business poetry for our listeners. So, yeah, let's
definitely.
dive into it.
Definitely. Yeah, but I have to fully admit, when I was writing that in the story, I didn't think that it was coming in a poetic way.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you said, my whole intention behind that was like I'm making progress in my business while being present for my family and for my
yeah,
daughter. That
yeah,
that is where I tried playing around the words.
yeah.
When you proposed that we have to do a episode on this particular topic, I immediately felt yes, because most of the people equate progress with hustle,
Yeah,
right? With like hitting the next
with
milestone. Next milestone.
overdoing.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, next one, next one, next one. It's always like that. And at
Yeah,
the same time, same, like most of the people equate presence with slowing down completely,
yeah,
right? And I personally had multiple conversations with different people where they ask like, if I slow down, I think my business also will slow down too.
yeah, yeah.
So
And it's a scary place to be in, right? Because we feel the moment we choose presence over momentum, over that forward action and progress,
yeah,
the business is going to stop because then I'm not making any progress.
exactly. That
So,
is
so
why,
just, yeah,
yeah, that is why today in this episode we want to talk about how these two actually, I think, feed each other,
yeah,
right? Both are important, and then how they feed each other. That's what we are going to talk about.
yeah,
And how do we hold both? How do we keep growing our business without losing ourselves in that present moment,
yeah,
right? Okay. So, and I think I'm also feeling like this is one of those conversations that you don't hear very often in the business world,
yeah,
right? People always talk about what next step you need to take, or if you have something going on in your personal life, people talk about taking a break, but no
yeah,
one talks about this combination, right? Because it's so, in my opinion, building a business that feels alive and keeps you alive, that's
yeah,
what the life is about, right? When you are an
yeah,
entrepreneur. And
yeah,
so it feels so needed in the coaching industry and in general in
yeah,
entrepreneurial space. So let's talk about it. What progress and presence actually means for us as women,
totally.
of course, as women running businesses. So sometimes
Yeah,
there is a slight difference between men running business and women running business.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And yeah, how you can use this combination as your compass. Yeah, let's
Totally,
talk about it.
totally.
Yeah.
So I think a good starting point that is coming to my heart right now is you don't need to reach a stage of burnout in order to choose presence.
Yeah.
And you don't need to reach a stage of, the business not doing anything for you to
Correct.
choose progress.
Very true. Very true.
Both can hand in hand coexist beautifully, and I feel should exist beautifully together.
Yeah, definitely. At the same time, that the thing that we keep talking about, like
Yeah,
progress is not always linear. So I think you have said this so many times in a lot of calls, be it our academy calls or SheLeads calls.
yeah,
Every time you say this in the call, one thing that keeps popping in my head is like, it's because maybe I was working out every day.
yeah,
Not words. I'm still working out. So maybe because of that, I always correlate with it's like going to gym.
yeah,
Sometimes lifting heavier is progress.
yeah,
Sometimes just showing up in gym is progress. That
absolutely.
consistency,
Yeah,
right? So it's more than like the progress is not always linear. Why I keep relating to that is like it doesn't have to be like adding 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg to your weights in the workout.
Yeah.
You want to continue the same that you already mastered,
Yeah.
but being there consistently, showing up there, that is what is also progress for any person who is thinking out. I'm sure all the gym freaks, exercise freaks will feel it, but that's how I feel when it comes to progress.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel one more point here that's again coming to my mind. Again, the gym analogy, I'm going to take it a little further ahead, is we can't compare our progress to the person next to us. Because probably he or she is working out for 10 years.
Yeah.
Have more, whatever, strength, body strength and stuff like that. And we have to be, first of all, very aware of what are my strengths and create your progress out of it. And what do I have? And make do with what you have.
Very, very true. Very, very true. I think, when it comes to progress, this is very common problem that many of us try comparing ourselves with someone else who is just one step ahead. But their journey is different and your journey is different. Their life is different and our life is different. So this used to come a lot in the beginning of my business, Amu. The first client that I worked with, she is very young girl, like 18 years old. In 2020, she was 18 years old.
Yeah.
But she has family. Of course, parents are there to take food, cooking, everything.
Yeah.
So, of course, she has college.
Yeah.
She goes to college and then comes back and then completely on business work. In the beginning, when I started working in this online space, because she was the only client I worked with straight for 2 months, I didn't sign up with anyone else. I constantly used to compare myself with her.
Yeah.
18-year-old girl is doing this much. Why am I not able to do it? It took a little bit of time to, come to that introspection stage.
Yeah.
Is that my life is different and her life is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her college is just 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
So that's for the half day she had with her.
Yeah.
She has mother who cooks, who takes care of cooking.
Yeah.
And she is not yet married. She doesn't have any other responsibility.
Yeah.
And then there is no one who comes and then say that, hey, why are you on the laptop?
Yeah.
Point of time or this point of stage in any day, weekend or something. Whereas comparing to myself, I have full-time job, which is most demanding job. IT industry job is like, it's not like 5 o'clock I close my laptop and then that's it. It cannot be that way always. There will be days where I have to spend time for my office work after 6 p.m. as well.
Right.
I have family. I have to take care of cooking. I have to take care of house. I have a daughter who needs my time. Spend time. Now, how can I compare myself with her? My progress can never be her progress. Same way, her progress can be never my progress.
Right.
So I was comparing a lot myself with a person whose life is a lot different from mine. So I think what progress looks like for you, it can be answered by only you.
Yeah, totally. Oh my God. And that can be one of the reflection for today's episode for our readers and listeners, not readers, listeners, that, reflect on this, that what does progress mean for me in this season of my life? And I'm going to underline this phrase, that this season of my life, because every season is going to be different. Probably there are seasons when you are going to be in your summer, right? Where, oh my God, like I can do everything. And there are going to be seasons when you're going to be in your winter.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Just to put it in business language, sometimes the progress is like signing more clients. Sometimes it's just like creating some boundaries around the clients that you're already working with or the programs you're already part of. Or it can be just simply automating one single damn thing that is troubling. Like it keeps you up in the night almost every single week. Maybe it just automating just one small thing also can look like progress for you at this point of time. So really, really reflect, like Amu said, start thinking hard. And it keeps changing. Maybe as one of the reflective question as part of your CEO day. Maybe every week or at least monthly CEO meeting, you can start thinking hard. What is progress for me at this point of time? Answer that and then focus only on that. And this progress can never be, again, I'm saying because it's from the experience, the answer can never talk about other person than you. Right? Because I have personally not the comparison part I'm talking about, but I had a client in 2022, I think. Yeah, I worked with this lady for straight 9 months. When I signed up, she always talks to me in a way like, I think the conversation will be in a way like the progress was only about launching new offer after one. So 3 months coaching program. Once this is done, what next? What should I launch? What is the next program? This is how we do to talk. But then I literally in one conversation, I said like, I think it's time to take a pause. Look deeper. And we found that her biggest progress was actually reducing her work week from 70 hours to 40 hours in a week.
Wow.
So she was working literally 70 to 75 hours per week when we calculated. So I told, more than adding offers to your product suite, this is what you need to start working on. This is the progress you need to make first. Because let it be same revenue. But if you keep adding more offers, it's like, that's the next stage, right? Like you said, it goes to burnout.
Yeah.
Why should we wait until burnout happens?
Reach that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the progress you can feel in your body. That is what you need to come up with. Just adding 2 pointers.
Yeah.
You can reflect on this reflective question. But yeah, that is what when it comes to progress for me. And it looks very simple question. It looks like very casual thing when it comes to progress, but it's so powerful when you have an answer.
It is. And typically what we'll feel is progress is what we see on a balance sheet or on Instagram analytics, but it goes so much deeper than that. I feel if we had to, okay, so I'm going to ask an open-ended question to you, to me, and also to our listeners. Please share this answer. Like, for you as a business owner, what non-tangible things also feel like a progress? Of course, yes, like the numbers going up, the sales going up, the revenue, yes, that is a sure. And that's very tangible, that's measurable, right? And I feel that should be one of the parameters, and very important one at that. But if there are some intangibles in terms of measuring your progress, what comes to your heart, your mind?
Mine always, the answer is always time. For me, if I'm doing more things in the less time, that is the progress for me. So I always strive to do that. Like today, if I'm spending, for example, content creation is something that everyone does, right? So if at this point of season in my life, if I'm spending 1 hour every week to create 3 posts in my feed, how can I make a progress to bring it down to 30 minutes? That is how I thrive for. Of course, for a lot of things, there will be a deadline kind of thing, right? After this point of time limit, you can't further reduce. It will be very minute reduction, but you don't see too much difference. But I want to hit that line. Hit that line and be like, okay, this is the least amount of the time I should spend. It can be anything, content creation. Even when I work with my clients also, if I'm doing certain system setup or Notion template setup or all of this, I keep thinking like, how can I make this faster next time?
Yeah.
Even before I get some other client who asks for the same thing.
Right.
So I don't wait for that moment. So that is what is progress for me. So in my mind, I always think like, okay, next time when this comes, I think this time I spent 1 hour, next time it will be easily done in 40 minutes. That's progress for me. So that is how it comes to me. Time is the most intangible, I think most neglected also, in my opinion.
It is.
Result that people look at. Because there was a conversation happened last week. Someone mentioned that if you're spending less time in your business, that means you're not doing enough in the business.
Oh my God.
I totally disagree that concept.
Totally, yeah.
Because you started business to work less. So this is coming from a person who is working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Though I love my 9 to 5 job, all full-time jobs have time limits. Like you have to work that many hours.
Totally, yeah.
Some companies like mine, the work that I do is very flexible. My timings and all of that. I can take calls, all of that, anything that I wanted to do. But I don't jeopardize the quality either in my 9 to 5 job and then even in my business. But there are certain companies you have to give that time commitment. But when you're running your own business, the reason, no matter how much you say that I started this business for some helping others or maybe for money, most of the times, most deeper root cause will be like you want to operate on your own terms.
Yeah.
Can be only decided by you, how you utilize your time.
Oh my God,
I'm
I love
super
that.
confident 95% of the time that's the reason.
Yeah.
So then why are you neglecting that, calculating the time that you are spending when
Yeah.
you're operating? People usually think that I think once I reach certain level, only then I have to think of reducing the time. Until then, I have to hustle harder. I have to progress every single day. But no, that's not true. That's not true. And
Correct.
I'm the example.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I never hustle. Yeah, I never hustled. I never hustled, and then I never had goals in a way like, okay, one after one, one after one. No, I have literally gave I think priority for presence also in my life.
yeah.
Maybe that's why it's always comes to me like time is the first and topmost answer. What about
Oh my
you?
God, I love that. And to take it a little forward, and I think with time freedom, I think that comes for me. Measurement of my progress is equal to presence.
Yeah, exactly. Very true. Yeah,
um, and that also, it beautifully fits in together,
yeah,
right? That I want to progress in such a way that I am present with myself.
yeah,
With things that I love to do outside business. It can be making art, it can be spending time with my family.
yeah,
So I feel for me, that's also a big parameter of how I'm making progress. And if that is opening up more time, space,
yeah.
for me to feel more alive, to feel more creative, to feel more myself, to
Right.
feel more joy filled.
Very.
Otherwise, what's the point, right? Like, what's
Yeah,
the point of just getting up in that balance sheet if
yeah.
I'm going down in my own balance sheet of my life?
Correct. Yeah, very true. That's beautifully put, actually. Because we are talking about presence, I also wanted to mention one thing because the whole idea of this podcast came from one of the story I posted, right? When I
Yeah.
said this progress with presence, one person replied to that story. No offense here. I'm sure she will listen to this episode also. But the point I wanted to mention is like she asked me, "What do you mean by presence? Is it like are you talking about meditating?"
Oh,
Question I have got. So I just wanted to clarify that presence is not about only meditation or only sitting in
slowing
silence.
down.
Yeah, I think it is about being in the business while you're running it.
Yeah.
Mindfully. I think that's what the definition of presence for me. While I'm doing the things inside business, am I being myself? Am I being a mother for my daughter? Am I being a wife to my husband? Am I being a daughter to my parents? All these things come. So that being is what is present for me.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps right now
Yeah,
because I think that's the most beautiful way of looking at
yeah,
present.
yeah. And I also gave her one analogy. I don't know how it came, but I don't know it still makes sense or not. But I'll tell you what I told. Presence is something like the dashboard. See, I'm very bad at I don't know driving, full disclaimer, but still, I don't think to say this analogy, I should be eligible for driving. So I will go with the analogy. So in your car, you will have the dashboard, right, while you're driving. If you're only looking at GPS, right, the map, and never at the dashboard, like how much fuel you have or how much speed you're going at, all other parameters does it show? I'm sure you will crash, right? The
Yeah.
car gets crashed, car or bike, whatever you are driving. So
Yeah.
presence is like considering everything, all
Yeah.
the factors that you need.
Yeah.
While in the business and the outside the business, what defines you? What is your life around? It can be if you're unmarried, maybe it can be only your parents. Or if you're in a relationship, it can be only your partner. Or if you're like us in 30s, 40s, then kids as well. And then
Yeah.
all other things, everything together, how you're taking care of these things while you're running business, that is what is presence for me. How
Yeah.
I'm feeling while running this
Yeah.
business. Like you
Yeah.
just mentioned, if I keep accelerating on increasing my bank balance, and if I'm lacking in all other areas of my life, what's the point?
Yeah.
You're growing only in one area, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is what presence is for me,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
What it comes to you.
Yeah. So for me, of course, all this that you have mentioned, and also this element of fun. Though
Yeah,
fun and presence probably might not go together, but I feel, especially as we step into our 30s, 40s, plus on top of that, like being a mother or running a business
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever, or
yeah,
even like nurturing a home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel we become a little serious in life. We start taking life way too seriously. We keep overthinking a lot. I feel for me, presence is also let loose
Right. Yeah. Yeah. True.
and bring in your inner child again to the present.
Yeah.
From the past, can you
Really.
like bring her back into your present moment
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
and think about yourself also, besides the business and the family and all the other ecosystems that are a part of your life? But where are you in that? And
Yeah.
your fun, your aliveness. I think
Yeah.
a big part of presence is also that for me.
Yeah. I think your energy, your focus,
Yeah, yeah,
why all these comes into picture,
yeah,
like
yeah,
you said. Yeah, that's beautifully put. Yeah. I think that beautifully articulates the meaning of the presence when
yeah,
you are running a business. It's not only about taking a break or slowing down in your business. It's sometimes slowing down gives you an opportunity to run faster.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Always, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now I think we did great job in establishing what progress and presence means for us.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about where most of the people get this wrong,
Mm.
right? Because in my opinion, like I already mentioned just now, I think many of business owners they either get stuck in always chasing the progress, like
Yeah,
you said, like next launch, next milestone, next offer, which
yeah,
ends up into a burnout, or they completely go into a presence mode without any action,
right.
no action, right?
Yeah,
They do all the beautiful vision because I have right in front of me vision board is there, so that's what is coming. You do beautifully vision boards, you do
yeah,
business board, all of that,
yeah,
but
yeah,
then there is no movement.
yeah,
So it's important to bring that balance for progress and for presence as well,
yeah.
right? Again, I'll circle this back to my workout analogy. Like some people overtrain.
Yeah,
So what will be the result? I think they injure themselves.
yeah,
Right? It's the obsession of progress.
yeah,
If you're overtraining yourself beyond your capacity or beyond how you're making your body ready for that, you get injured.
yeah,
And some people they just do. So I went to gym day before yesterday. I see there are certain people have come. Nothing wrong in that, but what I'm trying to say is like they came to gym and then they just did stretches. That's it. And
yeah.
they towards the end of the session, I was leaving, and then they also started coming with me, and then they were talking about like I'm not seeing any changes. I'm not
Mm.
seeing any changes in my stamina or strength and all of that. How do you see it?
Yeah,
This, I think, yeah, I think that's the right word. Progress obsession, presence obsession, both are bad.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Neither works. Neither works. You have to have that good balance. I think the
yeah,
way here you need to do is like marry the two.
yeah. It's like two sides of the same coin.
Yes,
You
exactly.
can't do without one. It's like I feel one more beautiful way, Leela, to put this is the yin and the yang. So
Yeah,
the
exactly.
yang can be the progress and the
Yeah,
yin can be the presence, but the yin needs the yang needs the yin. So it's basically that the beautiful union of the masculine and the feminine, and we require the synergy of these two beautiful energies happening together
right.
to really feel more nourished, whether it's
Yeah.
in life, whether it's in business.
Yeah, yeah, very true, very true. I think, Amu, let's do one thing. I think for the sake of the listeners, let's come up with the progress and presence compass. You know, that's
Okay.
the part of this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Let's think of actual compass. You know,
Okay.
that helps us steering our business. So one axis is like progress, and the
Hmm.
other axis is like presence.
Yeah.
Right. So again, like we both mentioned right now, if you follow only one, you will end up lost or you
Yeah.
will end up burnout. You
Yeah.
need both to navigate in your
Yeah. It has to
yeah. So
dial in really well.
exactly. So let's talk about this concept of compass about the progress axis, where you like. I mean, I'm just trying to rephrase what we spoke because progress. I think dictionary definition is forward movement for progress,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not the only tangible stuff. Of course, tangible stuff, clients, revenue goals, systems you set up, content you are posting, emails if you are on email marketing and all of that. All of this comes here progress. But at the same time, these are measurable. these are measurable for sure. So you can easily measure, and then you can track in these numbers, deadlines, deliverables, whenever you feel like, to see if you're making progress or not. And another beautiful way I see progress is like, it's always the strong compass for me to come back into action whenever I feel low, or whenever I feel self-doubting whether I'm doing the right things in my business or not. Just minute things. Like 2 days back, I think we were talking about like how my Instagram analytics showing, large reach.
All the green
all the green
arrows.
upward arrows.
Yeah.
And I know it's a very silly metric to track, but it gave me a confidence that in terms of the content that I'm doing, or in terms of the engagement that I'm doing on my feed, is going in the right direction.
Yeah.
So the days when you feel like, am I posting right content or am I doing the right thing? I think this is the best way to track the progress, right? But don't chase the progress alone.
Yeah.
Right? It's like that treadmill never gets stopped. Like you keep running. so many examples from the workout.
Also, I feel progress is addictive, because I'm going to tell my listeners what happened when Leela shared the snapshot of her analytics.
Yeah.
We all went and checked our analytics to check, okay, what's happening, how many reds we have. And to my surprise, everybody had greens and upward arrows. And then we started sharing with each other and started celebrating. So I feel the progress that we make is not just for us.
Yeah.
It is so infectious in a good, beautiful way that it's going to get passed on to people around you, your community, your clients, your friends, family. Like, I feel it's such an amazing thing to see somebody progressing in their life, and we can derive that energy and inspiration from them. So I feel that's also one beautiful way of looking at progress.
Definitely.
And also, I feel presence also has that magnetic quality to it.
Correct. I just wanted to add one point on the progress part. Progress is something that always keep you moving. It gets you moving, basically. Now coming to the presence axis, presence is less about what you do and more about how you feel while doing it. Are you feeling happy, excited, fun bringing those offers, or enjoying the process of creating content, maybe, or making some conversations with potential leads, and all of this, like, I think that's a beautiful check-in, right? Maybe you can always have the check-ins from this episode, whatever the reflective questions that we have given. I think all that can go into CEO day. Or maybe CEO hour, if you're having only 1 hour of CEO check-in. I think, am I actually enjoying this? That's the question you need to always answer. And coming inspired from the last 1 week of a lot of art sparkles from Ammu, I think, do I feel creative and alive while doing this? I think that is also one of the important reflection that you need to come up with.
Absolutely. Right? Also, Leela, on the other spectrum, I also feel it's important for you to sit with the questions, the discomfort, the disappointments, because I feel that's also a big part of presence, because disappointments will come. The heavy days will come. And I feel that requires even higher quality of presence from us. Because then what we do is we want to distract ourselves, because we don't want to sit with the disappointment or those heavy feelings, and then we'll get into mindless scrolling.
Right. True.
I feel this point is also so important to kind of consider for yourself.
Yeah. I think I wanted to conclude both progress and presence with the one-line statement, if I have to say that. I think progress is what keeps you moving. Presence is what keeps you sustainable, creative, and magnetic.
Oh my God, I love that. And okay, I'm going to copy your answer and like stretch it a little more. Progress is what gives you the height. Presence is what gives you the depth. And both are important. And one more point is coming before like we conclude this very poetic, soulful, quick episode, is the progress and the presence have a meeting point, and I feel that's where your purpose lies.
Right. True.
So let's add one more P to the whole equation. So I feel when you find this, as Leela said, this beautiful rhythm or the beautiful balance between progress and presence, you're going to find your purpose. You're going to find that inner passion very effortlessly.
Yeah, definitely. That's so beautiful put. I think, but one more thing that is coming to my mind is like, I think let's give little quick maybe 3 steps or 4 steps to our listeners to make this whole thing practical, like how to
Yeah.
work with this compass.
Yeah.
I'll tell the points that are coming to my mind.
Yeah.
You can, elaborate and then add
Sure.
your points also. The first thing that is coming is like, I think every single week, pick one progress metric to start
Yeah.
with. Just one. Maybe it can be just publishing two posts in this week, or maybe finishing one simple system that you want to set up from very long time. Maybe it is you want to start with email marketing, which you are procrastinating for various genuine reasons. Pick one progress metric that you want to focus on this week. It can be simple conversations also. Maybe you just wanted to go and talk to all your previous clients to see how they are doing it, and then if they are ready to re-sign with you for your coaching, or maybe for your products, or maybe for your artwork that you wanted to sell, whatever it is. So just go back and then pick that one progress metric, and then this, I think that will give you direction. When you pick this, I think that is what is the forward movement for me, right?
Yeah.
When you have that one already decided. Then at the same way, pick one presence anchor every single week.
Yeah.
That can be like, for me, I'll tell you this current week, no office work post 6 p.m., no matter how urgent it is.
Wow.
That's what I have decided from last week. Like last week in the sense, this Monday. We are recording this on Thursday. So from Monday, I started following this. After 6 p.m., I tried avoiding office work because somewhere last 1.5 months, what is happening is that balance between office and business is slowly blurring out.
Yeah.
So suddenly I'll be switching into office work and then again come back to business work. This is happening, which is not giving me that mental peace. So I decided like no work, office work post 6 p.m. Maybe it can be for you like one client after when we were working together. No, I'm still working with her. So she always does journaling before she gets on a call with client. I feel that's a presence moment for her.
Yeah, totally.
Right? And maybe midday walk. If you're someone who is at home, doing everything at home, maybe taking a walk outside, even just for 5 minutes, that's also a presence moment, presence anchor, right? One progress metric, one presence anchor. And track both of them equally. I know when I use word called like tracking, it makes it a lot of overwhelming, and then people feel like, oh, so much I need to do kind of thing. But make it super simple. Just write it down. You have done or not. That's it. And no filter, no questions around it. Like, okay, oh, I didn't do it. I think I'm not going to do it tomorrow also. No, let's not do that. I think the sweet spot is how are we getting to a place where we are doing both together.
Yeah.
Right. That is what I feel. I think these are the 3 steps I highly recommend you guys to start. If possible, from the time you listen to this podcast episode itself. But yeah, as soon as possible. I think that will definitely bring you, that instant gratification where you see that how you start feeling around metrics, and then, while being present in the business.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that. Just to add one more point about progress here, because see, there are going to be days when you will be like, I can't push myself.
Yeah.
So I think you define your progress, and we spoke about this, but I'm going to give you a little bit of more tangible things to, carry forward from this episode. Is see, some days progress can be a snail-paced progress.
Right.
Some days it can be cheetah-paced progress.
Yeah.
So you decide like, what is that snail-paced progress that's going to work for me today?
Yeah.
And even that little bit progress is going to actually be your 10x move,
right.
rather than not moving at all.
Yeah. In my language, best, better, good. Three things that I define for everything that I wanted to do. So even I'm doing like good, that's a progress for me. It doesn't have to be always the best one.
Yeah.
Right? Good is the boundary line for me. As long as I'm touching that good, the days when I don't want to go to better or best state, I'm happy. So snail and cheetah are perfect.
Yeah. And okay, one last thing before we end this episode. If you are somebody who loves treats and like that, what do you call that? Not clickbait, but I'm not getting that word, but like something to look forward to. Maybe presence can be something that you look forward to after the progress that you do.
Yeah.
So for example, if you love coloring,
right,
that can be your present moment, and a present, which is a gift. Right. So literally like give present of presence to yourself.
Yeah.
After the progress you've done for the day or for the week.
Very true. Very true. I know whoever have listened the episode till this part, if you're still wondering why we are talking so much about presence, I just wanted to mention that when you honor your presence, you actually shortcut the progress.
Yeah.
And it's a good shortcut. I'm not talking about the bad shortcut, because the best ideas for your offers, your launches, your collaborations rarely come when you're stressed out. Think about any situation where so far you felt like amazing about your business, or in general in your life also. Those decisions, those ideas came when you were grounded, when you were present in the moment, when you were doing things in the presence.
Yeah.
So you can reflect this on literally like maybe take 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm super confident that, yeah, when I was less stressed, when I was not overworked, when I was calm and grounded, that's when this idea have come. I'm super confident out of 10 ideas or 9 ideas, you will say this statement. But only when you reflect this, then you will agree with me. So that is the reason, because ideas and solutions come faster and more clearly when you're present. This is the sole and clear reason why we are focusing a lot on the presence also, because progress is something that everyone talks about. Progress is something that everyone looks at, because it's the common metric that everyone look at, right? So yeah, now it's time for presence also. Yeah.
Super. Yeah, I
You
think.
want to add any last takeaway?
No, I think we've pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I think I'll end this with one more last statement. Stop seeing progress and presence as opposites, because that's the most common thing that we all do. Usually, they think that progress is something that you are making like constant change in your business, and then presence is like you stop with making changes. That's why they think like these are opposites. But actually, both of us will agree, and I'm sure towards the end of the episode, you will also agree that they are partners.
Yeah.
They're very good partners, actually.
Yeah.
So how can I make one step forward this week and feel alive, feel joyous, feel happy while doing it, is something that you should ask every single day if possible, or if not at least once in a week, or if not at least once in a month. But never neglect that question in your head, is what I personally feel.
Oh my God, that's such a beautiful way to conclude this amazing episode. So thank you so much, everybody, for listening. We hope you thoroughly enjoyed being present in this episode, which is all about progress and presence. And make a progress. Tell us what you absolutely loved. Like, what were a few of your ahas or breakthroughs that you had through this episode? You know, you can always DM us. You can reach out to us on Instagram. And we are so happy to do this together, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Yes, I'm so happy to have this conversation with you, Amu, like always. And I'm sure our audience will love this. I just want to touch upon SheLeads here, because I strongly feel that this is the exact team that we are running SheLeads, a coaching program. I and Amu are coaching the people inside this community, because it's not only just about scaling your business. It's about expanding your leadership while you're honoring your energy, while you're honoring your presence. So you check all the details in the link that is going to be put in the description or show notes wherever you're listening or watching this episode. So share this episode with someone who is huddling hard but forgetting to breathe, maybe. And let us know, like Amu said, what is your biggest takeaway from this episode, and then what is that biggest progress or presence anchor that you are rooting for in the upcoming week, either on Instagram or in the communities that we are part of. And we will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.